beauty where'er she goes.
They are beautiful, aren't they? I was just trying to brighten up the room a little bit.
You have?
How are you?
I'm fine, all things considered. Little pain today from some old wounds.
Oh, how's your arm? Should I check the bandage?
Oh, I don't doubt that the touch of those healing hands could heal whatever ails my body, Mary, but I was speaking of psychic wounds. Do you know what day it is?
No.
It's the anniversary of the great man's birth. You know, I don't think I ever really believed that he was ever a helpless infant like the rest of us. I always imagined him springing full grown into the world. Seeing him like this, I believe it.
Well, happy birthday, Dad. At least for me. First time in my life you haven't been able to shaft me.
Another happy day. This is Cruz Castillo's answering machine with a message for Nick Harley's answering machine. Tell Mr. Harley that Mr. Castillo got the paint and we'll meet him tonight at the beach house. And tell him that Mr. Castillo sure hopes he shows because time is running short. Got that, pal? Over and out.
Anybody home?
Oh, hey! It's not the light of my life.
What are you doing? You been out raiding grocery shelves again?
Oh, the better to feed your pretty face with, darling.
Hey, I can live on love alone.
This from the girl with the hunger, as great as the big outdoors itself?
Look who's talking.
So I'll stop talking. Yeah. She looks a little tired.
How can that be? I at least got 1 hour of sleep this week.
Oh, babe, you know what you need?
What? Besides Daddy's will?
Besides that,
Gina's head on a platter?
how would you like a platter of fresh pasta instead? How's that sound?
Oh, it sounds good, but I'm not really hungry. You know, a year ago today, I came back from Europe to with Daddy on his birthday.
It was my lucky day, darling. You mean today is your dad's birthday? I'm sorry, I forgot.
He hasn't gotten anything he's hoped for. He wanted Gina out of his life. He wanted Mason and Sophia out of the will. More than anything, he wanted to be allowed to die with dignity. None of his wishes are fulfilled. I mean, how can that be? It's so unfair. How can I let this birthday pass with none of his wishes being honored? How can I?
Excuse me, can you tell me the time?
This is noon.
Thank you.
Best time of day at a bar, peaceful. Don't have to yell to be heard. Just sit and sip your drink and have a nice chat.
This is a lovely restaurant. I've never been here before.
Really? Well, you're in for a treat. Food here is excellent. Want me to take you on a quick tour of the menu?
Sure, okay.
Well, if you like seafood, let me tell you about the bay scallops. And, listen, the salad niçoise is a knockout. May I order you another glass of wine?
You do, and it'll be the last one you order.
Augusta.
And you said you didn't know her, or you knew her, Lionel, in the biblical sense.
Yambrick, Wallace, what do you want? You want to come along quietly, Mr. Wallace?
We were just about to catch a plane.
I'm Mr. Wallace's attorney. What is this all about?
It's about your client being under arrest.
Arrest?
Wait, are you kidding?
What the hell for?
Yeah, what am I under arrest for, huh? For embezzlement, for starters. Come on, I'm gonna read you your rights. Get your hands off
Julia,
me.
can they do this?
I'm gonna get you for resisting arrest too, buddy.
You know, when you stop and think about it, some of your daddy's wishes have come true.
Like what?
Like he's at home where he wanted to be instead of at the hospital. And like you're running Capwell Enterprises.
When Mason and Gina aren't sabotaging me.
He never said it was going to be easy. And of course, the most important thing is that you and I are together, and he wanted that a lot.
You're right. Forgive me. I mean, you're supportive and loving, and what do you get in return? I don't eat your food.
Hey, wait. It's never too late. Never too late.
All right, let's eat.
Now you're talking. I'll have it ready before you say pesto pasta a la Castillo. Right.
You know something? I think you're the greatest. If I ever learn to be a grown-up, it's going to be because of you. Because you're the most wonderful man in the world.
Stop it. You're embarrassing.
You're modest. Besides being a really great cop, you're a hero.
Oh, man.
Where are you going? Cruz? What are you doing?
I'm checking this out. Look at you. Made me turn red.
Oh, if you're blushing now, just wait till the night of the party and you see my surprise.
Give me a hint, will you?
No, that's why it's called a surprise.
Okay, well, then I'm not going to give you a hint about what I have in store for you, then.
Life's pretty great.
Yes, it is. I love you. You know, you smell like hot buttered popcorn.
I do not.
You do.
Something burning.
Look at butter!
No.
Oh, where's the... I gotta get serious about this.
Well, let me help. I'll help you. Oops. You know... Oh, something I wanted to tell you. You know everybody that got the invitations accepted? I mean, it's gonna really be a night to remember.
Darling, any night with you is a night to remember.
No, but it's gonna be something special. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet, but I'm gonna wear something that's absolutely gonna dazzle you.
You don't have to wear anything at all to do that.
Oh, Gina, this is perfect. You're such a clever girl. Even if I do say so myself. I don't want this to get wrinkled. Hello? Yes, this is Miss Schaefer. Well, yes, I'm glad you called. The copy is ready. And at least it will be by the time the actors arrive. How many you're sending over? Oh, yes, 3 should be enough. No, I won't be recording them. I'll just ask them to read the copy, and then I'll pick the one I want and let you know. Oh, say sometime next week. Well, can you have them come to the office around 5 this afternoon? Thank you. Bye. Let me die. I'm ready to die now. No, how about it's time for me to die? That might be a little hard to work in. Oh, well, I'll think of the right thing by the time I need it. I always do.
Mason, come outside with me. Let's talk.
That's a lovely offer, Mary, but I'd like to have a little birthday visit with my father before my siblings come in.
You know, some of the things that you say to him...
Offend you? Well, I'm deeply sorry about that. But the fact is, Mary, that communication between my father and me has never been better. Even though it's one way. Even though he can't hear me. Probably because of that.
Tell me something. What pleasure do you get out of saying cruel things to a man who's unconscious and maybe dying?
Oh, I'm not trying to be cruel, Mary. I'm just trying to tell the truth. Been running from it my whole life. Time to stop and face it. Well, I've wasted a lot of time over the years trying to win your attention, Dad. Last year on your birthday, I thought I'd finally found a way to do it. The ultimate gift. Something you had
coveted and schemed for but never captured, the Lockridge beachfront property. I got it for you. And what happened? My ultimate gift was upstaged by Eden's less than triumphant return from her protracted stay in Europe. If Channing had given it to you, you would have turned it into a national shrine. I don't know why I was so hurt and surprised by it, though. God knows it's happened to me enough in my life. Over and over again, I've tried to make an impression on you. There were the golf clubs with your initials on each one in gold. You never used them. The brandy decanter that had belonged to Napoleon. I even gave you the papers authenticating it. When you accidentally broke it, though they say there are no real accidents, you never even bothered to apologize. Channing had given it to you, you would have wept over each individual shard.
Mason, come outside with me.
Oh, I know, Dad. Nothing more embarrassing than a grown man clinging to infantile hurts and injustices, using them as an excuse not to get on with his life. You think that's what I'm doing, Mary?
No. I mean, I hope not.
I guess we're gonna have to cuff him, Frank.
And I said keep away from
All right, just calm down. Just calm down, all right? Let me handle it.
Look, they can't just drag people off like this for no reason. I haven't embezzled a penny from anybody.
Who filed charges, officer?
The DA.
On whose complaint?
Come on, Nick. We all know who's behind it.
Listen, I'm gonna give you one more chance to come along quietly.
Damn it, I'm being set up.
Cuff him, Frank.
Hey, look, my client is not trying to resist arrest.
Oh, yeah? You could have fooled me.
He's just trying to say goodbye to his fiancée. They were going to get married today.
Listen, I don't care if he was going to be crowned King of England. I gotta do my job. I gotta bring him in.
I know, and I know that you have to do your job. I understand that. Now, you and I are going to go along with this officer without a fuss, right? To jail? No, to the courthouse for a booking. Oh, God.
Baby, they're not going to put me to jail on this ridiculous charge. I promise you that. I'll find a way to fight it, okay? Julia's going to help me. Trust me, okay? Please. Love you very much. Well, come on, let's go.
They'll be coming for me next, so I'm gonna strangle Augusta Lockridge.
Oh. What in the world is this?
Augusta, you've gone too far this time.
The truth really makes you angry, doesn't it, Lionel? Are you going to deny this, Mrs. Wallace?
Mrs. Wallace? I thought you looked familiar.
Deny what? How do you know my name, and who are you?
Mrs. Wallace, I'm ashamed to admit it, but this is my wife.
Ashamed? Thank you very much. You're Augusta Lockridge, the one that's saying my son's a criminal? Good guess.
This whole thing was a setup?
No, it was a shortcut, so I didn't listen to hours of your feeble lies. All right, what in the world is going on?
Mrs. Wallace, excuse me, I apologize, but my wife seems to have a bizarre idea that Brick is my son.
What? Are you insane? Not yet, despite Lionel's efforts. Now, I agreed to come here because you called and told me that your husband hated my son and you felt bad about that. You said you and I could help Brick in some way.
That was a terrible thing to do, Augusta.
Would you have come here if I told you I was going to try and prove you two were lovers?
Lovers? I didn't even recognize Mrs. Wallace.
Will you stop that? I can't stand it. Just admit it.
I should admit it just to shut you up.
Oh, no, don't you dare. Now, I don't know a lot of legal stuff, but I do know that saying nasty things like that about people is against the law. And I'm going to do something about it, too, because it occurs to me that my boy and I better get some real protection against you people. Well, you should have thought about protection before you got yourself pregnant. Now, look, you. I married Glenn Wallace. I went to Hawaii on my honeymoon, and when I came back, I was pregnant. My son was born 9 months later. What about the fact that they've proved your husband was not Brick's father? What do you have to say about that? All I have to say is that I know, and what I just said is the truth. And I do not take very kindly to a couple of creeps like you trying to hurt my son. Creeps? Creeps.
Augusta, she's right. How can you barge into a woman's life like that and attack her?
How can she be so righteous when she happens to be wrong and there's
It's her business. It's not yours, and it's not mine. I have an airtight alibi, Augusta. Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to tell you about it because I didn't want to hurt your feelings again.
It's very considerate of you.
Her husband may not be Brick's father, but neither am I.
Wishful thinking, my dear.
Really? I wasn't in Hawaii when Brick was conceived. I was in Los Angeles. I was with Sophia. I never left her side. Not for weeks. I wasn't going to tell you that. But you had to go and back me into a corner, didn't you? Augusta!
You have any idea how lucky you are to be marrying a cook like me?
I sure do.
Isn't this meal something?
It is. It's wonderful.
Usually have to taste it to be able to tell.
I did. It's wonderful.
Almost good enough to eat, huh?
Are you going to nag our kids like this when they don't feel like eating?
When I do the cooking, I am.
Well, then I'll cook.
We'll have real skinny kids.
Watch. Are you happy?
I see. That's what was a great effort. I really appreciate it. So what's going on? Did you have another run-in with Gina or something?
She wouldn't dare show her face around me. I mean, if she did, I know she has my father's will.
No doubt in my mind. Is that what's been bothering you?
Hardly.
Well, what else?
Daddy's letter.
Oh, Eden, you're torturing yourself reading that again?
It was his dying words. It was his final request, Cruz.
Darling, your father is still alive.
Can you conceive of spending his next birthday with him just the way he is?
Anything can happen in a year.
No, maybe not. He begged me to not let him linger on. You know, I think it might sound crazy, but all day I've been thinking about what I would have given him for a birthday gift.
That's a great idea. You should give him a gift. That'll make you feel better. It'll make him feel better, too, when he gets well.
I can't help thinking that the gift that he wants the most is for me to keep the promise I made to him.
Well, what's going on?
His heart activity has become very erratic in the last, since you've been in here.
That's purely coincidental, I assure you.
Well, probably. It has happened before, but the doctor wanted us to make a note of it every time.
Can't have anything to do with me. I've never had any effect on my father's heart unless it was to harden it. Well, I don't want to overstay my welcome.
Mason, you're going to have to let go of your anger someday for your own sake.
Oh, spoken like a true ex-nun.
Spoken like a true friend, I hope.
Yeah, I did consider you my friend, but I think we have a conflict of interest here now. I think your main loyalty's to him. You watch over him like a tigress over her cubs.
I have compassion for a man who is sick and helpless. But I don't even know your father, except as a patient.
You know me inside out, right?
No, but I am learning more about you every day. Listen, I'm off work in like 5 minutes. You want to have some lunch and talk?
Well, what's your conclusion then, Mary? How would you rate me on a scale of, say, 1 to 10?
I don't rate people by numbers.
No? Then you must do it by type. How would you rate me on a scale of, say, angel to monster?
Mason, I wish that I could change the way things were between you and your father, but I can't.
No, you can't. And you haven't answered my question.
Look, I'll be downstairs in a few minutes, and I just have to finish up a few things in here.
You're dodging. You think I'm a monster, right?
Mason, don't talk like that.
Hey, it's okay. Join the club. I may join it myself.
Mason? Mason? Look, I'll be down in a few minutes. Why don't you... Rosa, it's Mary upstairs. Listen, Mason's on his way down. Would you ask him to wait for me? Oh, can you stop him? Oh, well, never mind. Thanks, Rosa. Oh, Mason.
Now that I have an Alta Vista sedan, I can die happy. I'm so happy with my Alta Vista sedan, I want to die right now. Let me die right now, because it's all downhill after driving my Alta Vista sedan. If I can't drive my Alta Vista sedan, life has no meaning. I should have been a copywriter. Now that I have an Alta Vista sedan, I can die happy. Sounds good. Not a bad little actress.
You know, I could do this later, you know.
No, that's okay. Everyday chores sometimes relax me. I feel relaxed.
Oh, that's good to hear. I was kind of worried there for a while.
Yeah, I know. I've been taking you on a bumpy ride. Sorry.
No, it's no problem. Besides, I think you're going to start feeling better real soon now. Probably about the time I spring my surprise on you.
Which, of course, you won't tell me a thing about.
Hey, why do you think they call it a surprise?
Oh, don't give me that.
Don't start in with me.
Well, you're not going to tell me anything.
You fight dirty with me, I fight better than
Hey,
that.
what's cleaner than soap?
Don't start with that. You're wrecking the dishes.
Give me that. You done with that?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oops. Painting. Is that my surprise?
Yeah, look at this place.
What do you mean, look at this place? I painted this place red.
That's what I mean. Look at this place.
Don't you get that with me?
Saved by the bell.
What do you saved by the bell? What bell?
Bruce, listen, I need your help.
What's wrong, man?
It's Dylan and his buddy Sam.
What happened?
Well, there were some guys who were after them.
What guys?
I don't want to go into all that right now. I just came from the airport, went to Kelly's old place, and it's a mess. Dylan and Sam are gone. The door was knocked half off its hinges, and there is blood on the floor.
Oh, my God. Was Kelly?
No, she was not with them.
Yeah, this is Inspector Castillo. I want you to send a unit to 1200 Anapamu. What is it? Apartment 7. Right away. Evidence of assault, possible kidnapping. I'm on my way.
I'm coming with you.
Yeah, thanks. So, Nikki, you think these guys just trying to rough Dylan up a little bit?
Bruce, when I see blood spilled, that means life and death to me, okay?
Right, let's go. Come on, let's go. No, we'll be... Listen, baby, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Nick needs you. Go.
Yeah, okay.
I'm fine.
What are you gonna do?
I just have work to do. I'll be back here later.
You gonna work at the house?
Yeah, I'll stay in the study, though, I promise.
Okay,
I love you, bud.
Yeah, okay.
Be careful.
Bye, yeah.
I just feel like such a fool.
Well, you'll get over that feeling quickly. Too quickly, if you ask me.
What did you say?
Nothing. Julia?
You both heard?
Heard what?
My goodness, Julia, you look like the weight of the world's on your shoulders. What happened?
You can drop the routine right now, both of you. The DA made it very clear that you supplied the evidence to get Brick arrested. I also heard you on the phone this morning telling him that Brick was leaving town. I think I should inform you both that I have volunteered my services as Brick's attorney.
Oh. You didn't.
I didn't want him to go to jail. He's out on bail.
Whose sister are you, anyhow?
That's a bad move, Julia.
Perhaps. I'll decide that later. Right now, I have a question for Augusta. I didn't have the nerve to ask you this morning.
Well, go right ahead.
Have you ever made it look like Brick was guilty of a crime that he didn't commit?
Is that an accusation?
No, it's an honest question, based on a lot of circumstantial evidence against you. I'd really be relieved to know that you had nothing to do with it.
Would you take my word for it? Then feel relieved.
But why would Augusta set Brick up?
Well,
Oh, no, please. I've answered your questions. I'm not going to stand here and defend myself. Lionel, I'd like to go for a drive, a very long drive. I still haven't gotten over the revelation that you've just had.
Okay.
What revelation?
It's none of your business, my dear. Lionel, can we please go?
Yeah, sure.
Julia, don't expect us back tonight. We'll probably stay at an inn somewhere. And a little sisterly advice. If you value your profession and your family, I'd think twice about taking Brick's case.
Even when I fell off the high wire and hit the net in front of 1,000 people, I didn't feel as stupid as I did.
Stop it. It wasn't your fault.
Maybe the look on your face when you carted me away to the police station. I'll never be able to make that up to you.
Yes, you will. Marry me just like we planned.
I just want to show me the faith that you have.
No. I think it'd be a shame for the rings to go to waste.
My practical woman. Oh, yeah. My entree or what?
If you're Mr. Brick Wallace, there's a phone call for you, sir.
Yes, I am. Thanks a lot.
Now what?
Hello, this is Brick Wallace.
Hi, Brick, it's Julia.
Hey, it's my favorite lawyer. Thanks for getting me out so fast.
You're very welcome. Listen, I got some news.
Good or bad?
Well, it depends on who you are. I talked to Augusta today, and I asked her if she was behind all of this. She was offended by the suggestion.
So she denied it.
Yeah?
Augusta's very good at being genuinely offended. You believe her?
I guess I do. I mean, I don't understand why she'd go to such elaborate lengths to do this. It doesn't make any sense. Of course, it doesn't make any sense that you take the money either.
Look, we're going around in circles, my friend. I just think we should get another lawyer.
You're firing me?
No, I'm letting you off the hook. I don't want to cause any more trouble for you and the family.
I don't know if I want to be let off the hook.
You really think you can face the wrath of Augusta?
Let me give it some thought, okay?
Okay, so while you're doing that, what are the chances of my having another talk with Lionel and Augusta, like today?
Not so hot, I'm afraid. They just took off on a little jaunt somewhere. They're going to spend the night at an inn. They're reconciling once again.
Okay, let me know what you decide, all right? Thanks again.
Rick? What are you thinking?
There's only one way to fight them back.
Ooh, the Lockridges?
Yeah, get down on their own level. No holds barred. I think it's about time I talked in Lockridge language.
It's your birthday, Daddy. They tried to keep me away, but I couldn't. I never miss one of your birthdays. I remember when I couldn't be here, I'd call and we'd talk and laugh. I love your laugh. It's one of my favorite memories. I miss her a lot. I miss you a lot. I wish I could bring you back. I wish I could lay my hand on your head and make it all better, but I can't. I can't do anything except what you want me to do, and I don't think I can do it. The letter you wrote me, and I think about it all the time. And I know that you think that I'm the only one you can depend on. But I don't know, it hurts so much to think about carrying out your wishes. Where do you think I can find the strength to do something like that?
Your letter back again. After all, it's a very important letter. I knew that when I wrote it.
Allied Air is now boarding flight number 64.
What's a nice guy like you doing in a place like this?
Lady, are you trying to pick me up?
I guess I am.
You do this kind of thing often?
Only with guys that I like a lot.
Well, you'll have to excuse me, but I'm a little in my cups. I'd ask you to join me, but I only have one cup.
He said I couldn't let you run off to Los Angeles without an answer to your question.
What question was that?
You remember the one that upset you so much that you almost ran over Kirk Cranston in your driveway?
which is how I found out you were here.
Well, at least something good came out of it.
Yeah, the question was, do I think you're a monster?
Uh-oh. Shouldn't we have a fanfare, a drum roll or something? Quiet, ladies and gentlemen. Mary Duval is going to attempt to answer the $64 billion question.
Shut up.
What?
Just shut up. You think because I didn't rush in and say no that my answer was yes, but you didn't give me a chance to say anything before you were answering for me.
You could have contradicted me.
Mason, you gotta give people a chance to be themselves, or else they're gonna be constantly disappointing you.
You're usually the only one that doesn't disappoint me.
Well, yeah, but then I said one thing that didn't live up to your expectations, and suddenly you're off to L.A. drinking.
Doesn't take much for that to happen.
You know, you are very lucky that I'm in a good mood today because I have a very bad temper, and you did the thing that really bothers me the most.
Well, which of the many things I've done wrong is that?
Look, you're doing it again.
What?
You're putting words in my mouth and thoughts in my head that aren't mine.
Is that what I did?
Yes. So can I answer your question in my own way now?
Go ahead.
No, I don't think you're a monster. I've never thought you were a monster, and I don't think I ever will think you're a monster.
Even after all the things you've heard me say to and about my father?
Yeah. I think that you trust me, and you trusted me to understand them.
That's a very perceptive observation, Mary.
Want to hear another one?
What the heck? Go ahead.
In spite of everything that you've said, I don't think you hate your father.
Well, one out of two isn't bad.
I think that you love him very, very much.
Passengers for Palm West Air Flight 39 to Los Angeles may now board in
It's your
gate number
flight,
6.
isn't it?
You know, all that smog isn't good for people. Even bad for monsters.
Passengers for Palm West Air Flight 39
Hungry?
to Los Angeles may now board in gate number 6.
Thank you very much. That was a wonderful audition. Oh, would you come in here, please?
Hi, I'm Roger Bell. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Mr. Bell. I'm Miss Schaefer. Would you have a seat right over there?
Oh, yeah, thank you. So this is for a radio spot, huh?
That's right.
Well, I've done a lot of radio spots.
Well, that's good. This ought to be a snap for you. Here's your copy.
Oh. Well, I never heard of Alta Vista cars.
Oh, well, you see, they're new on the market. Just read every line and leave a little space between each one.
Oh, all right, sure thing.
Is there something wrong?
Well, aren't we going to lay it down?
Lay what down?
Record it so you can listen to it later.
Oh, no. I know exactly what I want, so you just go right ahead at any time you're ready.
Oh. Now that I have an Alta Vista sedan, I can die happy. I'm so happy with my Alta Vista sedan, I want to die right now. Let me die right now, because it's all downhill after driving my Alta Vista sedan. If I can't drive my Alta Vista sedan, life has no meaning.
Why, that is wonderful. Just perfect.
Oh, thank you. I was a little worried that it might sound a little morbid.
Oh, no, not at all. It was just right. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Oh, listen, I almost forgot to give you my picture in red.
No, I really don't need it.
Here it is now. You can see that in addition to my acting, I also sing and dance.
Oh, well, that's very nice to know. Thank you.
And fence.
Oh, fence. Bye.
Happy with my Alta Vista sedan, I want to die right now.
I just love showbiz.
Cruz and you can say I told you so now.
Well, I can't answer for Cruz, but I'd never say that.
Well, you should, and you're right. Shouldn't have let Gina get to me that way.
Eden, you're vulnerable right now. People are going to take advantage of that.
Thanks for bringing me here.
Yeah.
I just had to get out of the house. I still don't feel so well.
Well, look, why don't you try taking a nice deep breath of this salt air? Try relaxing. Eden, you're going to be fine. Do you want something to eat or drink? Can I don't know what's here, but I'll get something for you.
I just have a glass of water.
No. I'll get it. Coming right up. There you go.
I mean, there's just so many things to organize, you know. There's the work and then the party and...
Eden, go easy on yourself right now. You've got to stop driving yourself this hard. Look, especially right now, you are not a machine.
Well, sometimes I wish I was a machine. That way I wouldn't feel so many damn feelings at the same time. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take this out on you.
No, I can handle it.
I just wish I could relax. Take a hot bath or something.
Well, why don't you do just that? Is there a tub here?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I will. Listen, you don't have to stay here if you have things you have to do.
You want to be alone?
No. Why don't you stay here till Cruz comes back?
Okay, that's fine, yeah. Well, go ahead. You take your bath.
Thanks for everything.
Yes, Grace, this is Mr. Cranston. Yes, I want you to cancel all of Miss Capwell's appointments for tomorrow. That's right, and I want you to order her some flowers. No, several baskets. Yes, elegant arrangements. Have them sent to her home. Yeah, and on the card, I want it to read, from Kirk. Thank you. Eden? Are you all right? Eden? Eden, I'm coming in. Eden?
I feel like I'm falling apart.
Okay, well then let it happen.
I can't.
Look, I am not talking about forever. You could just let yourself go for just a little while. All right? I mean, you don't have to be Superwoman every minute, every hour of the day. Nobody can do that, Eden. Look, why don't I just turn around and I'll let you have some privacy, all right? But I'm going to stay close by. So I'm going to protect you from anyone, you know. Nobody's going to bother you. So you can cry or you can sleep or you can just lie there and do nothing, but I'll be close by. You scum!
Cruz! No! Cruz!
Lionel, look what we found, a thief.
Rick, what the hell are you
What
doing
difference does
here?
it make what he's doing here? He broke into our house.
Look, Lionel, I know that you're not involved in this, but she is.
Lionel, are you going to let an embezzler and a burglar stand here and insult your wife?
Of course not, Augusta. Push the security button.
I will, darling. They'll be here in 2 minutes.
In my
I said I think I love you.
Happy birthday, Cece. Sorry, no happy returns, because next week you're going to be leaving us. You're going to your final reward. And I'm finally going to get my reward. You know, I never would have believed it could come to this. When you invited me and Brandon to stay here with you, we were all so close. And then you and I fell in love. Everything seemed just so glorious. Every dream I ever dreamed was going to come true. There was a powerful, successful man who adored me and my son, who would protect us. And he wanted to have children with me. It was just like a fairy tale. But there was no happy ending. Because you never loved me. Just used me to get to Brandon. And then you started up with Sophia again, and you threw me aside without a second thought. You had no right to treat me that way. You hear me? You had no right. You hear me? Can you hear anything I'm saying, Cece? Can you?
What you want here, you stupid chump?
Don't, Cruz!
I should have known, man. No sooner do I turn my back and you try to pull something like this.
Look, Cruz, why don't you just find out what's going on first before you start acting like the idiot that you are?
Because I got eyes in my head.
Yeah, but you got no brains in your head, man. I said just back off.
All right.
Just don't hurt him!
You're a fool, man. You don't deserve her!
Why did you do it? Why didn't you just listen?
Get him out of here.